Hey boys and girls, brewers, Gary here from VOC Home Brewery. Just do another one of my slapdash brew days. Some nice hops there from Get Brewed, Citra and Talus, they are. Water in there, ready to go. And today we are doing the Murgy straight from Four Priests Brewery. I've met Andy personally. Very nice guy. If you don't know anything about his story, look up Four Priests on YouTube. Very entertaining actually. Gone from absolutely nothing, an idea to having your own brewery to actually having one. Very interesting. Makes some great beers, all to cask at the moment, I think. Fair to say. So yeah, it's very interesting and well worth checking out. So yeah, I'm brewing this beer today. Not been doing much output on YouTube. Can't be arsed most of the time, to be honest. Not doing every brew day. It's pretty much, I pretty much do the same if you follow me. So yeah, that's all nice and clean. That's got cleaner in there. Give that another rinse out and swill. Using that one today, the Grainfather Conical. Grandfather even. So yeah, it's just after 6:30 in the morning. Got up early and just about to mash in. Everything's all set up. So yeah, all okay at the moment. So yeah, let's get mashed in and then I will get back to you and I'll ramble on a bit more. Cheers. Only me again, folks. Right, just started the mash off a couple of minutes ago. I like to mash in. It was only 4 kilos, but still takes me near 10 minutes to give it a good about 500 grams at a time. Give it a good stir in. That's just me, part of my process. Right, that's how we have the handle on the right side for any guys or gals who are learning the system, who are new to Brewtools. That's the kind of throughput I've got of wort through escapes me, this thing here, malt pipe obviously. You can see got a good recirculation round the malt pipe as well. I'm quite happy with the way it's staying almost, it's risen a tiny bit but not much at all, so I'm quite happy with that. Levers on the left side is basically chiller bypass mode. I just don't see the point in running it round that and then back into the tank, so quite a short loop round, comes out the bottom of the tank there, up round, back in. It's easy peasy. I just don't see the value in running it round the CFC, so I don't. So yeah, temps, that's a tiny bit down, but it's yeah, quite happy with that overall. Hopefully get a good beer out the other end. One little proviso, the only thing that's on this recipe that's not on Andy's is I put 30 grams of 150 crystal in, because the numbers were telling me it was I think 6.5, 6.6 EBC where it needed to be 7.1, so I just put a little bit of crystal in there just to get the EBC level up a little bit. So yeah, I'll report back if anything exciting happens. Cheers. Yeah, brewers, nothing to report really. Well, a tiny bit. Yeah, mash is going like uber smooth. Levels have equalised. Blimey, there's, looking at it, there's about an inch difference between the level in the malt pipe and the kettle, so well pleased with that. Got 50 grams of rice hulls in here. Main reason for this little segment is I basically put the Milwaukee, how is it? I've got, just hang on a sec, the MW102 temp probe pH meter. Put the temp probe in the depths of the mash and it's mashing it. It says on there, you can see the tank virtually 65 and the temp probe was telling me it's 65.2, 65.3 and max 65.5, so it's there or thereabouts. Quite pleased with that. So yeah, that's it really. If you can look in the malt pipe and the kettle, you can see how they're both equalised. That's not happened for a while. So it's either been up or down. So yeah, there we are, that's it, and we'll get back to you in a bit. Alright brewers, yeah, things going tickety-boo. You can see nice clarity on the runnings there, on the mash obviously, just on the pH, 5.41, I think I was hoping for 5.39, so I'm quite happy with that. Not going to put any more lactic in. I put 3 ml in. The first check was 5.77, so put 3 millilitres in, and that got it down to 5.41. So yeah, does seems to get it down quicker with RO water, well, not quicker, but with less lactic acid, my opinion, over tap water. There we are, that's just me, how it works here. So yeah, everything going great. I will get back to you when I'm on the Vorlaf, which will be in about 50 or 16, 17 minutes. Okay, cheers. Right folks, we're on the Vorlaf. I've got my phone, which is in my hand, set for 20 minutes. This is basically what I do for 20 minutes. Just let the grains rinse through. Every now and again, well, this batch today is draining through really well. So I've got it set to 40% pump power, and it's basically doing that. I've got the paddle in there, so when it gets above the level of the grain, I give it a quick stir, let it drain through, so on and so forth for 20 minutes. Am I bothered about the clarity? No, you saw it on the last clip. That's how it'll come out when it gets in the glass after everything's done its job in the process. So no, I've got no worries at all. The big boys have what they call masquerators or whatever they are in the tanks when they're mashing, constantly stirring. So why should we worry at this level about that? That's my 2 pence. There we are. Yeah, everything going fine. I'll go back to you in a bit. Cheers. Right brewers, that's the sparge all done. Just about, can you make it out? I managed, when I first got this kit, when I that's it, you can just see it now, when I passivated it, I made the catastrophic mistake of using the PSP, whatever it's called, just hang on a sec. This stuff, trisodium phosphate, mixed it into like a paste and passivated the inside of the kit. Surprising how much black stuff came off actually, so it needed doing, but I made the mistake of going over the numbers. Don't do that if you've got, you know, if you're buying kit, just about to get kit, this kit, don't passivate it like that. Do everything by the numbers. So yeah, that's why they're really poor. I was after 33.13. I've got probably, I'd say 33.5, so maybe just a touch more. So I'm just about to do the pre-boil gravity. I did the first runnings, which needs to be 1034. I did the kind of pre when I was doing the Vorlaf, I took a little reading. Andy from Four Priest does that, and it was 1049. So see what it is now, hopefully near 1034, and I'll get back to you shortly. Cheers. Right gents, just ramping up to the boil, and I've literally just this second turned off the pump. I turn it off when it gets 95 degrees. Find that kind of works for me. Did the pre-boil gravity and I was bang on the money. The recipe's calling for 1034 and I got 1034.5. It was virtually on the 1035, but we call it 1034.5. Happy with that. Got the I've got about 33.5 litres. I know it looks like 34, but with the bit of foam on there, it's actually kind of 33.6, something like that. So about half a litre too much, but that's a lot closer than I have been lately. Been missing me numbers through Over Sparging, so then I'm to boil a bit more off, and then you don't end up with the volume in the fermenter. So yeah, lesson learned. Take a bit more care and attention when getting to the end of the sparge. So yeah, it all helps to hit the numbers. So yeah, right, that's where we are, ramping up to the boil. I'll get back to you in a bit. Alright brewers, just on the boil, quite I think I've got it on 90%, boiling quite well, sorry about that. Yeah, this little segment basically for anyone who wants to join like-minded brewers on the next, well, it's not a Zoom brew day, it's a Jitsi meat brew day. The next one I believe is Saturday 6th of August. So yeah, it'll be kind of circulated a date and time and recipe, and if you want to brew that recipe, will be made available on usually BrewTube and other UK brewing channels. Yeah, I promote them when I can, when I do a recipe, when I do a brew day that's not too far away from it. It's a lot of fun. You do a brew day, chat to like-minded brewers, have a few beers after. The days always go great. Just do it a few more people, getting online and having saying hello and introduce yourself, and yeah, that's it basically. Cheers. Hey up brewers, back again on the hop stand, well up on the original gravity, 1045, and the recipe is indicating 1040, so I've added, just do it literally straight out the tap, I've just added a litre of RO water. I'll give it a couple of minutes, see if that's brought it down a bit, and then adjust again accordingly. So kind of a nice position to be in, I suppose. Should get 23.5, 24 litres in the fermenter, but we'll see how that pans out shortly. Cheers. Hey up brewers, last segment on the clean down now. It's got some PBW in there. Give it a good leave it for half an hour to settle. I'll turn the pump off in a minute. I haven't set this up properly yet. It's got 24 and a bit. Oh, see a bubble there. Probably just settling down. Only put it in 20 minutes ago. There's 2 packs of Cross My Loof 5 in there. Nearly 24.5 litres. As I said before, I had to liquor this back by a litre. Got the OG bang on 1040, so very happy with that. Good efficiencies, 3 or 4 above on each one, so I'm pretty happy. So I'd like to thank Andy Thomason for the recipe. If you haven't heard of Four Priest Brewery on YouTube, hit him up, have a look. Very interesting. Guy's gone from probably this level of kit to run his own brewery, so very impressive gentleman. I've had the pleasure of meeting him and his lovely wife at the brew shed in Retford a couple of months ago. It was very enjoyable 15 pint session. So yeah, all good. Hopefully get a nice beer at the other end. It's destined to go on the hand pull. So there we are on the clean down. I will catch you again. Take care. Cheers. Thanks for watching.